Hello, friends, and welcome to 10-Minute English Stories. If you are learning English, this is the perfect channel for you. We share short, simple, and inspiring stories in easy English. Stories that help you learn new words, improve listening, and teach important life lessons. Today, we have a very powerful story for you. Listen carefully and feel every moment. Before we begin, please subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon so you never miss a new story. Let's begin. One night, a young man sat alone in a small, empty room. He had no food, no money, no hope. He picked up a pen and started to write a letter. It was his last letter. He was going to quit everything. But something happened that night. Something he never expected. What happened next changed his entire life. His name was Daniel. He was 24 years old. He grew up in a small town in Ohio. His family was poor, but Daniel had one big dream. He wanted to become a writer. He loved stories. He loved words. Every night after work, he would write. Pages and pages, story after story. When he turned 23, he made a big decision. He packed his bags, he said goodbye to his family, and he moved to New York City. He believed his stories were good. He believed someone would read them. But he was wrong. New York City was big and cold and cruel. Daniel sent his stories to many companies. He sent 10 emails, no reply. He sent 20 emails, no reply. He sent 50 emails, nothing. Every rejection made his heart hurt a little more. Months passed. His money was running out. He moved into a small, dirty room. It had one window, one bed, one broken chair. He ate cheap bread every day. He stopped going outside. He stopped writing. He stopped believing. That was the moment everything started to fall apart. One morning, Daniel woke up and looked at his phone. There was a message from his mother. "Daniel, are you okay? We miss you. Please come home." He stared at the message for a long time. He did not reply. He was ashamed. He had promised his family that he would succeed. He had promised them a better life. But now he had nothing. That night he went outside for the first time in 2 weeks. He walked slowly through the cold streets of New York. People walked fast around him. Everyone looked busy. Everyone looked strong. Daniel felt invisible. He sat down on a bench near a small park. He put his face in his hands, and then he heard a voice, a small, soft voice. "Excuse me, are you okay?" Daniel looked up. It was an old man, maybe 70 years old. He had white hair and kind eyes. He was holding a cup of coffee. The old man sat down next to Daniel. He did not wait for an answer. He just started talking. "I used to sit on this bench too," the old man said slowly. "When I was young, when I was lost, when I wanted to give up." Daniel was surprised. "You?" Daniel asked. "You look so strong." "I am strong now," the man smiled, "but I was not always." The old man reached into his coat pocket. He pulled out a small old notebook. The cover was worn. The pages were yellow. What was inside that notebook shocked Daniel completely. The old man opened the notebook carefully. There were stories inside, handwritten stories, hundreds of them. "I wrote all of these," the man said slowly. "I am a writer." Daniel's mouth fell open. "But nobody wanted them at first," the man continued. "I was rejected again and again, just like you, I think." Daniel looked at him with wide eyes. "How do you know about me?" "I don't," the man smiled gently, "but I know that look on your face. That is the look of a man who is about to give up. Silence. Daniel felt his chest tighten. I was going to stop tonight, Daniel admitted quietly. I was going to write a letter and go home and never write again. The old man nodded slowly. Can I show you something? He asked. He turned to the last page of the notebook. There was a name printed there, a name that Daniel knew very well. It was the name of his favorite author, the author of the book that made Daniel want to write in the first place. The old man was his favorite author. Daniel could not speak. He could not breathe. I almost quit 112 times, the old man said, but I kept writing one more page, one more story, because writing was not just my dream, it was my reason to live. Daniel felt something warm rise inside his chest, something he had not felt in months. Hope. The old man stood up slowly. He handed Daniel the cup of coffee. Go home, get some sleep, and tomorrow write one page. Just one, that is all. He started to walk away. Then he stopped. He turned around one last time. The world does not need perfect writers, he said softly. The world needs brave ones. And then he was gone. Daniel sat there alone. But for the first time in months, he did not feel lonely. Daniel went home that night. He did not write the goodbye letter. Instead, he opened his old laptop, and he wrote one page, just one. The next day, he wrote one more, and the day after, one more. Slowly, the story came back. 6 months later, Daniel sent his best story to one last company. He waited. 3 weeks passed. Then one morning, his phone rang. Mr. Daniel, we loved your story. We want to publish it. Daniel sat down on his bed. His hands were shaking. His eyes were full of tears. He thought about that night on the bench. He thought about the old man. He thought about one sentence. The world does not need perfect writers. The world needs brave ones. Daniel smiled. He finally understood what that meant. Sometimes we are very close to our dream, but we cannot see it because the pain is too big and hope is too small. But if you take one more step, just one more step, everything can change. Don't quit on a bad day. Write one more page. Take one more step. Send one more email. You never know who is sitting on that bench, waiting to believe in you. And more importantly, you must believe in yourself first. And that, my friends, is the story of Daniel, a man who almost gave up, but chose to try one more time. I hope this story helped you learn new English words today, and I hope it gave you a little hope too. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe. A new story is waiting for you every week. Keep learning, keep growing, and never, ever stop. See you in the next story.